Miroslav, one of the ways you framed an understanding or a critique of where we are as a culture today is what you called Bourgeois Bohemianism. Help us understand what you meant by that phrase.
You know, the phrase, which I find very interesting, is not my own. It was coined by, I believe, David Brooks, columnist for New York Times. And I find it very interesting because it kind of captures the complexity of our attachment to and pursuit of the pleasures in life. You could have something like a plain bohemians who spend their lives in enjoying them in whatever way they find useful and interesting for them. But it's life that can be easily, very quickly spent, life that isn't particularly intelligently lived. Bourgeois bohemians are those who kind of manage their pleasure, who kind of chart the course of life and over that course of life want to stretch out the pleasure. So the pleasure isn't just a momentary, it isn't a flare which then dies out, but which can continue with having a robust bodies and enough capacity to earn so that the pleasures can last into our retirement. But the question then becomes still, even with such intelligent quote-unquote hedonism, whether that gives sufficient weight to one's life. It extends the life of pleasure, but does it give that life weight? Does it connect it to something that's larger than myself? Does it take me outside of myself? I happen to think that human beings are made to live not just in themselves, each one of us, but to live outside of ourselves, having transcended ourselves into something that's larger than ourselves. And only in this stretching out beyond ourselves that we actually truly are ourselves, and therefore can truly find our satisfaction. And so the question for bourgeois bohemians is roughly the same as the question for just plain ordinary bohemians. That is the pleasure, even when it is successful, does it add up to a life full of meaning and of weight, of significance?